Ooh, well, good day, tubes. Story for you. Woke up this morning. Anyways, there's a hydro truck sitting there. Oh, crap. Anyways, the hydro was off this morning. I was wanting to talk to them guys there in the truck, but they're on their phones and crap and talking and stuff. But anyways, up here on the pole, the little Dewey there was exploded off there this morning. That's the little switch. That little bar thing was blown off the line thing there for some reason. I don't know why. She must have got maybe the transformer down here took a big power, and I was like, whoa, that's too much, and it tripped her off. I don't know exactly how those things work, but she was off. So the only reason I went and found that out is I went to the poopies this morning and went to flush. I'm like, wait a minute, there's nothing coming back in. So I'm like, oh, the water's off. Turn the tap on, no water. See, our water runs off the well in the back of the church here, because it's the only well that they dug on the whole entire property that was any good, unfortunately. But now I come down thinking, oh, maybe it's tripped the breaker in the office for the well pump. And I looked at that, no, it's still on. I'm like, that's weird. And I know inside where the tank and stuff is, back in the back of the office here, there's the little breaker boxy thing there too for the pump. So I thought, oh, maybe something's tripped on that. No, that looked okay. So now the thing is, we run that all the water taps in the cemetery off of that too, off the thingy back here. Now I gotta go check that and make sure it's all good, because people will turn the tap on, they won't turn the tap off. Bad. So there's the tank and stuff, there's that box, and when you pull this cover off, it takes 4 contacts off, and then that'll shut it off too. So this is off now. That is on now. That'll take a couple minutes to repressurize the hole. This goes outside and then through the hose into the cemetery. So that'll take a minute or two. Basically what I got to do now is follow all the lines to all the taps and make sure that they're all shut off. It's funny, people turn the tap on to get water, for watering their posies. There's the main. I can feel it rushing through there. So they'll turn off or turn on a tap, oh, no water comes out, but they don't turn the tap back off. It's just like, oh, there's no water, and they just leave it, and then they're all upset. Well, there's a huge lake out there, but you know, whatever. So I gotta run around here, and I also check the ground too while I'm walking here, roughly where the line is, just to check, make sure there's no leaks too, because sometimes you get a leak there and then it's up out of the ground or whatever, you know. So we'll go to the first one here. I think the line went in around here, and here's the 2 main shutoffs. There's water dripping here. Nobody hardly uses this tap anymore. So I'll go this way down there, follow that, and then this one goes that way. I'll probably go that way first because more people use the taps over here. Anyways, let's head her, have a look. Okay, coming up to the first tap. That's good, it's not on. That's good, we'll go to the next one. That's good, you can see that one sort of in there. That one's off. And this is the last one on the end of this line, so I'm going to turn this one on. Delete any air bubbles. Shouldn't be any air bubbles in there, but I think it's okay. And now we'll go check the other side. Well, I can see this one here is turned off, so that's good. There's another one way up there that's not puking stuff out, so that's good. Let's walk up and check this backside now. Okay, so that's good. That's good. And the last one over here, I don't hear no noises. Good, they're all off. I can't believe that. Usually there's 1 or 2 left on. I'm impressed. Anyways, today I was working on a little bit of Farm Sim Saturday. I kind of forgot about that kind of sort of thing, so did a bit of that first thing this morning, and then discovered the water was off. So I'm like, oh crap. And then the power was off. You know, you need the power to run the pump to fill your water, right? So we had to call the hydro guys, and they came in pretty quick. And actually, it showed on the app power outage. I'm like, sweet, probably because I reported it. And then as soon as they type that in the confuser, you see here, hang on, I gotta turn my Dewey so I can see what I'm doing. Oh crap, probably just lost it. It was there. Hang on, I think it's gone. Oh. No, it's still there. A little dewy, so I guess that gets reset every whatever hours. Affected customers 20. Crews working in area. Well, no, they're on their cell phone sitting out in front of the gate, but anyways, not too bad. They got her back on. That would have been like a 2-second get the long pole and zoom the thing back together, and away they went. So, but you know, they'll do that in 3 minutes and then take an hour for their timing, I guess, right? So they get like a 58-minute break kind of thing. So anyways, I had planned on putting the box back on the truck today, but I don't know if I'm gonna be able to get to that right now or not, because I got some whacking of weeds I got to do by the looks of things in the one section there for the weekend, you know. So today is Friday, so I guess I better get at her. Sucks, but then tomorrow we're going to that race that I mentioned there last week, I think it was. I sponsored lap 29, and the wife wanted one too, so they had 27. So she sponsored 27, so that should be sweet. We're gonna head up to there tomorrow and go racing. So don't know whether I'll film that, because I don't know, I've done that before and it just seems to get flamed like crazy. So, you know, I figured most of you probably do like it, and some of you absolutely don't like it. Nice. Somebody just had to do a burnout right there. At least I think that's what that is. Looks like they started here. Chewied all the way out here. I don't know, it's not really super dark though, but then there's another one over here too. It's weird. Anyways, people are knobs. So nobody's hit those 2 benches yet. Can't believe her. We'll see you through the weekend here what happens. I bet you there'll be one either pushed out of the way or knocked over or something, and then big scrape marks along someone's car. I can't wait. It's gonna be awesome. But anyways, I'm gonna have to go do some weed whacking, and then maybe later on today, which will be about 3 milliseconds for you guys, see if I can get the box back on maybe. Alright, well, we got the forklifter on. We're gonna go grab the box, I guess, and gotta take the lid off, the cap off the box first. So we got her spread out a little bit. Let's head up and do that. Nobody's come flying in the gate like they normally do here. Man, it's insane how many just come flying in, not a care, not a worry, you know, nothing. And we're good. Alright. We're gonna have to fix the cap window, if you remember. Right into them here. adjust these guys, I gotta put it up like this, so they kind of dangle off, kind of like that. They're dangly there a little bit, and you just slide in like that, like that. So I'll just put the forks in there and then find my ropes again, and hopefully they all kind of equalize themselves out and up she'll go. Hopefully, fingers are crossed. Okay, so that's the idea. Hopefully they'll just pick up and go again. I'm kind of hoping. I can't believe that cap was actually stuck down there again somewhere. That's good though, I guess. So let's pick them up. See what's going to happen here. I keep the forks a little more level, not too much so. Because either way it'll slide itself off, right? Okay, so it's coming later there now. I should probably lean them forward again. As soon as if I don't, as soon as I pick her right off, she'll just go. Plus you don't want to go the other way either, right? So it's not perfectly level the way I'd like it. Whoa, wrong way. Okay, let me get her down to the garage here first, and then we'll have to try to pull it around and move it around so I can get her fairly square and flat to go right on the truck and then drop. I also got my bolts still in there. I got to get out yet too. Man, it's like I'm following a truck real close or something. Makes you wonder. But we just got to drive this down, and then I got to see if I can get her fairly levelish. All I have to do is kind of pull up on this end, and it should kind of equalize itself out, hopefully. Could also go the other way and go too far, but we'll see what happens here in a minute. Also got to turn the truck around too. I haven't done that either. So anyways, we shall do that stuff. Well, it's sitting a little more level. It's not too bad. Hopefully it stays there when I go back up. And I'm going to try to, I was thinking of just backing the truck under it, but I'm like, yeah, better not. Maybe I'll, because I think these things here have to get lifted over the tires. So, because they kind of go down and fit inside, right? So it's going to suck either way, but we'll figure it out here in a sec. Anyways, throw you on a tripod, and all of a sudden, hopefully we'll have a truck-looking truck again. Okay, I think I'm fairly close there. I'm going to just leave it a little bit suspended there until I get things kind of lined up. And what I'm going to need for that, I guess, is probably a punch I can jam up and then wiggle around and get her kind of lined up a little better. Of course, I didn't give myself a nice clean area to work on, which sucks, but anyways, I'm washable. All right, we are down. Got this side bolted. Got her all around. Was actually really close. I was impressed. Anyways, can't fill her yet, but we'll get that done in a sec. Get her all bolted on this side, and then we'll start cranking stuff down, tighten her down, and I guess we'll have to go for a bit of a test ride somewhere today and make sure everything's good. Started it up, no lights come on. You know, that doesn't mean anything because we haven't actually done a drive-through cycle yet, but she'll come eventually. And we should be good, hopefully. But I'm going to grab a quick bite to eat. Was talking to the cops, so I'll explain that to you after. And wait for them to call back. All right, everything is buttoned up, tightened down. We can even fill her back up now. Lights are on. I haven't actually checked the lights yet to make sure. Let's see if they're working. Working. Good. Heck am I going to test brake lights? Just like that. Cheater. Oh, maybe not enough. Huh. I thought that would have turned the brakes on. That should. Yep. There we go. Brake lights are working. And I think that should be good. So, let that run a minute. This one tool I used here, I don't use it a whole lot, but it's a ratchet, but it's from Crappy Tire. But it's got the... Oh! Worked good because I needed more power. Worked awesome. So put tools away and then I guess we'll go for a little car ride. Okay, so just a refresher. What started all this crap was the well, it's always had that light on, the engine light. So we diagnosed it, remember, way back, and it was actually saying other things, like signal wire high voltage and signal wire low voltage was what the last one was. But anyways, knew that was evap system, but I'm like, oh, nightmare. But we ended up kind of driving her like that for quite a while and didn't really do anything with it. And I was starting to get fed up with it because I changed that, dropped the tank out. This is way back last winter or something like that. Dropped the tank off to fix and change that tank pressure sensor because I pretty much had it narrowed down to that. Wasn't 100% sure because when you're talking in voltages and stuff, sometimes that's wires, right? So, holy, I'm covered in crap. So anyways, drove again for a little while, and then we ended up taking the box off. If you remember, we put her back on today. We took the box off because we blew that brake line. I'm like, I'm not getting under there with crawling under there, like, well, basically what I was doing today, crawling underneath. Working on brake lines suck. So, but no, we're taking that stupid box off, make it a lot easier. Should have done that when I changed the fuel thing, the fuel sender unit. Should have done her then, but we didn't. Did it the hard way. And yeah, so when we put that new fuel sender back in, put the tank back on, same problem. So I'm like, really? So that's why I was more leading to thinking it was more wiring issue than actually the sensor. Little did I know, that sensor was no good either. For some reason, it should have been fine because it was all a brand new system. And I got crap in my beard, look at this. Sticks in my beard. Oh. But anyways, that's what beards are good for, is like Velcro. Nothing sticks to them. So anyways, yeah, we drove, like I say again, for quite a while with the the light on. And then we had that problem starting. I'm kind of going through the whole history here. We had the problem with starting when it was cold, and that ended up being, we changed quite a few things, didn't solve it, and ended up, you guys are right, of course, being the intake gasket. So that was a fairly decent enough job, more of a rear pain in the rear end for when you're tightening it all back up with all the specs, and then tighten them all to this spec, and then go around and tighten them to this spec. It's like, really, just crank them down, but you can't do that. So, more crap. So, yeah. And then the light was still on. But then we blew that brake line. I thought, okay, let's get the box off, we'll fix that, and then we'll have a lot better look at the wiring and stuff, and did that, fix the brake lines, put new brakes on the back, because when we put new brakes on the back, a while back there, because they're metal to metal, this is before the box was off, the calipers were seizured a little bit, and then as soon as I squashed her right tight, put the new stuff in, they went out and they didn't retract back in, so that wasn't any good. So we had to, then we blew that brake line. So far we've blown 3 brake lines. No, then we blew the brake line, took the box off, fixed all the rear brakes, fixed the brake lines, and we started working on the evap system. Couldn't test the individual components, so I knew something was fishy there. I thought, what the heck, let's try a tank pressure sensor, which I did order one from Rock Auto, which still isn't here yet. Yeah, but I don't know why that one's taking so long. Not a high priority, I guess, that one. So that so far has seemed to have solved the problem. Now we put the box back on. We're going to drive her around a little bit here and there, and put some mileages on her and see if it's okay, and if the light comes on, if it comes on again tomorrow, or I think it needs 3 consecutive start and runs and so many kilometers driven for the test to actually go through. So maybe this weekend we'll take this thing with us, and then that'll get her some miles. That'll put some miles on her. So, but anyways, I'm gonna go for a little drive. I just want to check one tire here. It looks a bit low, and I should probably get the tire replaced that's in the back, the spare. I'll maybe take it over to the tire knobs there and just get them to redo a whole new one or something. Spare tires, pretty important, okay? If I get like a new rim and they get like some old tire that they've got there that's, you know, probably no better than the one that's on this, and it's like no good when you go to use it for a spare, that's like gotta be the worst thing ever, right? So I'll probably spend the bucks. The tire's probably gonna be $125, and the rim's probably gonna be another $50. So if you're stuck on the side of the road because you got a flat tire, which I've been driving for many years, since I was 16, I'm now 35, you do the math, never had a flat tire. Knock on some wood. So I probably should do that today. What actually time is it? 2:47. Maybe I'll drop that over there first and go from there. So anyways, we're gonna carry on. I'm gonna just top up the front tires. It looked a bit low here, I guess, so I don't know if it is or if it's not, I don't know. And we'll drop the tire off, maybe get it done. Okay, just leaving the tire place. A bit expensive here, but they do have good stuff. But you know, once again, people are money to make in money to make business, in business to make money, which I understand fully. But oh man, I remember one day I was here getting some tires for something. I was getting 2 tires on it, and the guy that was ahead of me, they come out and, oh, you're gonna need 2 ball joints, you're gonna need blah blah this, blah blah. I couldn't remember the whole shopping list now, but it was a lot of stuff, and they totaled up front was like $2,600. He's like, oh, I guess you better do it, you know. And I don't know them guys as like being shystery, like the ball joint's fine, but oh, you need a ball joint. But I wouldn't put it past them a whole lot. The older guys that work there would be a lot more honest, but these new guys, yeah, I don't know. The younger guys have taken over, I think, pretty much now from the old boys, and it's a bit scarier. But anyways, yeah, so he's like, oh yeah, we got one of them. I got one probably back there that's a little better shape than this rim. I'm like, no, give me a good one. brand new rim, brand new tire. I'm like, I don't want any problems. We're going away this weekend for Saturday, and I don't want any problems. So he's like, oh yeah, no problem. I'm like, okay. The rim, he says, wouldn't have cost me anything. which I kind of sort of know him. I actually worked with them guys for about a year and a half till it pretty much blew my my hernias all apart, lifting truck tires heavy, piling them 10 high. Yeah, and you had to like roll it up yourself and then up and then on. Yeah, that was not fun. And I wasn't as manly as I am now, we'll say. I was, you know, 17, 18. Like, good luck trying to gather that kind of strength at that age. At least I had troubles. But I don't know. Yeah, that definitely caused both of my hernias there doing that. So I pretty much had to leave that because I had to go that winter and do my surgery for that. But anyways, that's a totally different story. So far the brakes feel pretty good. I kind of thought maybe because the box was off they might not have been super good, but yeah, they seem not too bad. And yeah, we'll go for a little tour here. No lights on again yet, so that's good. Hopefully we've got her, but like I said, I won't know until I drive her bunches and stuff. But we will go for a good little drive here. I don't know where. I'll just go somewhere. Maybe I'll go down to that Forks of the Credit Road and then back and around and home again. It's a pretty cool little road. I want to take you down on the motorcycle some night and put that on the motorcycle channel. The new motorcycle BILLSTMAXX vlogging. I think it was called. Can't remember. Anyways, if you want to check that channel out, go down to the description thingy there. I'll put the link to that there. And I've got one video up so far. And subscribe if you like that stuff. And we'll do some more tripping. There's another place I want to go to up north of here, which is actually a big town with a big brewery in it. And they actually have I think it's the smallest jail in Ontario. I think it's Ontario. Could have been Canada. I think it's Ontario. And it's pretty tiny. You can actually go in and look at it too. I'm gonna sneeze. I'm so gonna sneeze. Ooh. I think we're okay. Oh, don't you hate that? It's just like that tingly kind of like, oh, poof, and off she goes. But this time it just hung in there and kept stinging. But anyways, yeah, I'll go for a little ride, bring her home, see how we're doing. He says I could come back around 5 o'clock for that, so it's 3:04 now, like in a couple hours. And he says, oh, either that or come tomorrow first thing. I'm like, well, no, I'll try to come tonight. Be probably the best idea or so. But anyways, going for a ride. We'll be back when we get back. So while we're driving here, I'll explain to you a bit about what I was saying earlier with the police out at the cemetery today. This morning, when I was actually just walking back after calling the hydro guys, because the hydro was out. Speed bump. Oh, there's a couple of police cars that come out of the cemetery. I'm like, it's not uncommon to see a police car, because I know there's a couple police buried back there, and there's, you know, people coming to visit or whatever. But this one police lady stops me and says, have you by chance seen a black Silverado pickup truck in here in the last couple of days? I'm like, you don't know how many cars come in here, lady. This is about as busy as the airport in here. I'm like, oh geez, there was some guy at the back there yesterday that was doing the nap thing, and then I thought he was dead, because the kids were like, we were having lunch back there, and the kids were like playing around, making noise. This guy didn't move at all, and I drove the big tractor by a few times to kind of maybe startle him, and nothing. And then the last time I drove by, I seen a little up like this and then back down again. So I guess he was just having a nap. But anyways, that wasn't the truck. It was a gray colored truck, this one, and this was a black colored truck. So I'm like, I don't think so. So she's like, did you get a look at the driver of that truck you were explaining? I'm like, yeah, I did. Well, can I email you a picture of the report of this gentleman that we're looking for? Apparently this guy's suicidal, and you know, they're always going to come out to the cemetery to kill themselves if they want to kill themselves at the cemetery. And apparently this guy's parents is buried out there, and he was suicidal. He's been missing for like 5 days or something, so he could have offed himself somewhere else, who knows. But it happens, you know. I get a lot of police out there all the time, you know, and we're looking for this guy because he's apparently suicidal, and his wife is buried out here. And it's like, really? I know people go through hard times and rough times, but why do you have to kill yourself out of the cemetery? Come on, really? So yeah, I talked to her again on the phone there, and part of it was she called when I was lifting the box on the truck, so I cut that out of the video because you can't really listen to that. So, and actually I don't even know if the camera would have picked it up. So I was like, no, that's not the guy. In the email she sent me, this guy was different looking and a little bit heavier set and blah blah blah, and he had no hair, and this guy had hair, and this guy I seen didn't have glasses, and this guy in the picture had glasses, and blah blah blah. And she's like, oh well, I'm not too sure how old this picture is, but I will get a date estimate on that, and we'll go from there. I'm like, okay, well, if I can help you again, I'll help you again, you know, but that's about all I know. So that was it. So another one trying to off himself in my cemetery, and it's like, you know, one of these days I am gonna go back there and find someone like hanging from a tree or shot themselves in his car, or who friggin' knows. People are whacked. Some people that come in there are really whacked, but anyways, I shouldn't probably say too much more about that episode. But anyways, yeah, I cut that out of the video today. So, oh, another speed bump. Oh my goodness, that was a good one. It's nice on the motorcycle, you can just whip right through the middle of those. But anyways, yeah, that was the episode of the police today. So nothing really super cool, but it happens. So anyways, we're still driving, no light on yet. Sweet, that's good. And we're gonna drive through here, I guess, and head her home. Oh, guess what now? The frickin' light is off. The frickin' light is off. Tricked you there, didn't I? Had you going. Yeah, so far the light is off. So that is good. And I don't know how many kilometers that was. Maybe it was enough to do an actual test, but don't worry, we'll get her this weekend, no doubt. But got you there, didn't I? Got you. I knew I did. I knew I did. So it's only 3:51. I'll give those guys in like another hour, and then I'll go over pick that tire up. Hopefully it's ready. Should be ready. He said he'd be ready. So, what else did I have to do to this? That stupid cap. I don't know what to do with the stupid glass. If the glass wasn't broken, I would have thrown that on right now and then clamped her down. Away we went, you know, but frickin' glass is broken in the side of that, so it takes you off. But anyways, I don't really have time now to tear it all up. Well, I guess I could tear the side thing out and see if I can make up some kind of template. Watch I don't cut myself, because that's gonna be sharp. Little bits of shards of glass still in there. And yeah, maybe I'll do that. I'll hook it up to the machine here and then just lift it up where I can just kind of walk under it. That'll work. Maybe I'll do that. That'll kill an hour pretty quick. Well, little 1/4-inch bolts here. I guess I'll pop all these out. I got a lot of popping to do. Yeah, and lots of sharp, crappy glass. That's gonna suck. But anyways, maybe I'll get some kind of power tool and then zip these off a little faster. Alright, I got all the dewies off there, and I think this is just sort of stuck in. I think I've almost got her actually out. There's just a little bit left here sticking. Really try not to cut myself, because I know cutting yourself on glass really sucks. Oh, that's it. Hey! Now I got a great big hole. So let's take this in and have a closer look at this thing now. Well, just looking at this here, I'm not exactly sure how on earth they got this glass in here. Because this side, there's like a rubber thing there that the glass was sitting in, but they must have, I don't know, there's like this rubber thing. Isn't that an awful sound? Oh, Yeah, so that's out, but I'm still not 100% sure how they got that together in there because I don't really see anything else. The one is a slider. This one's a slider. So that one's a slider, but unless I'm missing something, I'm not sure how they got that other piece in there. I'm not positive on that. Could have been that one there. I hadn't. I'll have to do some more looking on this, I guess. Well, I think the best thing I can do is, I got some plexiglass over the house. I can cut a piece that'll fit in here instead of in the channel part, which, you know, is not as good. But I don't honestly use these as sliders anyway, so I would probably just, you know, bring her down to here and then, I don't know, it's going to be kind of cheesy, but I just don't really want to spend like $200 on a piece of glass for this. You know, and you'd probably have to, I don't know if they'd have to give you the whole new thing or if they can repair that. But I see there's a rivet here, and then down inside here there was a screw, and after that, I don't know, maybe it spreads apart a bit that you can slide the pane in and then squish her back together. Maybe that's the idea, but I'm just gonna silicone a piece of stuff on there, and this is the inside here, so it should be pretty good, I would say, and it shouldn't affect where this thing mounts. That should be all good, but we got a lot of cutting and fitting and stuff to do with that plexi, and I'm not really 100% sure how to cut that stuff because I really don't have a special cutter for that. So I don't know, grinder maybe, mini grinder with the blade, killer blade on it. I don't know. I know they do make knives actually to cut them, but I'll have to figure it out. But yeah, that is probably how it's going to work. Because like I said, I never open these things anyways. The thing leaks enough air. It doesn't need to have the windows open. Only if you're like camping in the back, you might want air or something. But yeah, that won't be today though. That is going to be a nar project. Well, I'm still waiting to go pick up the tire. It's only 4:30, so I'm going to do the little chemical test here and see how our chemicals are looking. Okay, if the camera will stay there, what we got to do is fill your water up to the levels indicated on the dewey there. And this side here will test your chlorine, so 4 drops. 1, 2, 3, 4. And that cap back on. The next one here will test your pH level. 1, 2, 3, 4. And we've got to put a couple of caps on. I had to put a bunch of pH down this morning and it was really bad. Okay, so now our water sample, and shaky, 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 shaky. Oh, that looks like I put too much stuff in this morning. It looks like the chlorine's about right though, ideal. This is a bit sort of 6.8, it's a bit low now. Which, one of the ways, I can't remember, it'll corrode a lot of stuff. The other one does something else, I can't remember. That makes the chlorine not work right or something. So I am a bit low there now. I'd say I'm about 6.8, so that's not good. So I got to put a bit of up now, and it's kind of a stupid thing, but I put too much down, not enough up. But this morning it was up around the 8.2. It was really pink, so that's even the chlorine's gone down quite a bit today even, which is maybe good because it was up fairly high this morning. So yeah, there's your tester. Yeah, I got the chemicals for the pH negative and the pH positive, so now I need to add a little bit of that, but and I got a thing of chlorine stabilizing pucks too, so I'm gonna add just a hair, a little bit of this, not much. So okay, we added that. Now they say let it circulate for a couple hours. I do want to pull apart the filter too, maybe just to check it, see if everything's okay. It's not really been grimy, so it should be fine, but just give her a double check here. I can't do that with, of course, the camera going, but anyways, I'll show you the apple tree. How about we look at the apple tree? Well, we're getting some apples. That one's almost getting there. They got a bit of swelling yet to do, but they're coming pretty decent. There's nothing up top, of course, but those will probably get nipped down in the next year. But yeah, we got a few apples, but not a whole lot. 3 more down there, which is nice. So they're getting to be. They should probably get about twice that size yet, hopefully. And maybe try some apples. Sweet apples. Guess I could have showed you the filter. That was actually pretty grimy. It was like really rusty looking. We're thinking because of the iron in the water. There's a lot of iron in this water. Pardon me, but she's cleaned. She's good. We'll let that circulate around and check her again maybe later tonight or something, see what it's looking like. But anyways, I'm gonna maybe head over and grab that tire. Well, I think I'm gonna head her over to the tire place and go grab that thing, see if it's ready anyways, and if not, I can hang around a few minutes. I don't think it would take him that long. It's just like one tire, one rim, one tire, one balance, I guess. So we'll head her over and see if we can grab them, and I'll show you what the difference is when we get home. That was ouchie. Buddy gotta have a spare tire, I'll tell you. Sucks not having one. So he even actually had the exact same factory steel rim. Show you that when we get home. And super pumped. I thought I had one other problem I have to fix yet, but no, actually we're good. The daytime running lights, both bulbs, if you remember from a few videos back, both bulbs were fried out of this thing. And they're the little wee square little dewies at the front there. Kind of a separate system even from the regular headlights. They were totally fried there, so I'm like thinking, man, I still gonna have to do that in the back of my head, right? I'm thinking this and humming and hawing with the stupid freaking daylight runners. I had put the new bulbs in, but they weren't working. So I'm like, oh, something else must be wrong with it. So I was just leaving over there and got a reflection when I was leaving out of their glass window there, and I seen 2 lights on. I'm like, sweet, they do work. Because I guess I didn't have it in gear when I was testing them, right? So you gotta put it in gear because they'll go out when you put it out of gear. And I'm like, sweet, they work. So all I needed was bulbs. Why it fried both of them, I don't know, but one probably went and the other one went. But sweet, it's actually working. This truck's actually working, I think, the way it should. So show you the bill here. He actually gave me a little bit of a deal. The other guy I dealt with originally was, he's not really like an owner or got any, you know, blah blah blah. He's just like a worker kind of guy. So he's got to give you the price for the price, right? Well, when I went in there, I was talking to one of the son-in-laws actually. He's like, "Oh, geez, I could do it better than that." So I'm like, "Oh, okay," because he had me down for tire, rim. They charge you for a valve, which is like $3, but they charge you. What did he charge me on here? Valve stem only charged me $2. So that was good. He saved me $1 on that. But really, they're only worth like 35 cents. But anyways, making money. I know they gotta make money. So all that blah 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 blah. Valve stem balance, everything. You know, air. No, they don't charge you for air. It's in there, I'm sure, somewhere in the price. He had her out to $310 plus tax. I'm like, oh. He's like, oh, dude, you're not even in this computer. I can do it better than that. So he got me down with tax $290.90. So they charged me, let's see here, if I can decipher this. GM steel wheel, blah blah blah, measurements, $85 for the rim. Cooper Discover. I got the same tire on this thing as I got like my winters on the truck itself. $155. Tire mount and balance, $10. Tire valve or valve stem passenger, $10 or $2, sorry. And passenger, this is so stupid. Passenger and light truck OTS fee, $5.43. Really? So he got her down. I guess he messed around with the, probably mostly with the price of the tire, and maybe a little bit with the rim. So that's good. Saved me some green, which is nice of him. But yeah, so let's have a look. Well, there she is. Doesn't it look nice? No, that's the old one. That's the old crappy one. Okay, so old one, new one. Oh, it smells so nice too. It smells like nice new rubber. And we should be good to go. And it's exactly the same tire, or same rim, same GM style rim. So I'm like, cool. Now it's not the same rims which are on the truck. These are like stupid aluminum-y ones, but yeah, so that'd be good for a spare. It's got the brand new tire too. It's got the Dewey still on them. And honestly, hopefully I'll maybe never need to use this, but I do. If I do, it's there. If I don't, that's pretty good too. But you know, you gotta have a spare. Like, you can't be going miles and miles and no spare. So that's good. We are good to go. Now he's got this all gummed up, and I don't really want that on there, but because it'll stain that. Actually, it'll burn into it. Ugh. But that is good. We are set. A little bit bigger tire than that one. I guess that's an original. I don't know. It's had miles put on it though. It is wore down a bit on the tread. But this is actually like a winter tire, so snow groove. So I mean, if you had to change a tire in the winter time, there's no point in putting like a all season. I'm gonna have a debate here. I know it. One sec. Some people think all seasons. Okay, I worked at a tire place. I worked with these guys for like a year and a half. I picked up a lot. Some people think an all-season tire is just as good, if not as good or better than having winter tires. I'm going to tell you right now that is totally not true. If you've driven your whole life on tires like these, wintertime, summertime, and you've never tried like a nice gooey soft tire like a winter tire, there is a huge difference when you get on slippery, icy stuff. This stuff well, it's hard now. It actually goes harder when it's cold. Now these aren't so good when it's summertime now, and because the rubber's a different compound, right? And it goes softer when it gets hotter, of course, where this stays hard and then goes harder again when it gets colder, where these ones are still gooey and nice and sticky to like -10, I think they say, and after that, of course, then it's going to go harder. But anything's going to go harder at that temperature. But so this is like rock solid already. It's going to get even harder. This stays kind of gummy and it sticks to the snow and ice and helps you stop better. And trust me, I know firsthand the difference. I have experimented with this and I know exactly how that works. Now, I tell people, how many kilometers are you going to be driving? So if you're commuting back and forth to the city every day, yeah, you don't want to be putting winter tires on in the summer because they will burn off real fast because of the heat. But if you're only driving around town, just run the winters all year round, because like really, it's not going to make a huge difference. You're not really putting that many kilometers on them tires, and then you don't have to change them. Now if you're driving to the city back and forth, you're going to probably want a set of summers, higher, longer running summers, or all seasons they call them. What is this one actually? It probably doesn't really say on it anywhere, but it probably does in the code. But you'd want to have maybe a set of tires on rims. It makes it easier on rims, because I used to hate it when people come in and they just bring you like the tire. You'd have to take all their rims apart, take all the old tires off, put the new tires on, balance them all again, and then put them back on. It was so nice when people come in, they already had them on rims. That one off, that one on, done. So that would add probably another 45 minutes to all the changing overs, right? And it sucked. They had good machines and stuff there and balancing and stuff, but it sucked. So yeah, there we go. Fresh new rubber, and I think I'm gonna try, and once I get the cap back on and stuff, keep it in the back of the truck and not put it up back underneath, because it'll just go just like that in like no time again. Like with all this crap they throw on the road, yeah, it's not a good thing. So I think that's what I'll do, is just leave it in the back here. So you can definitely tell the difference. Oh man, nice and new crap. So this one we'll throw in the wood splitter or something, or crush it with something, and take the rim out, scrap the rim, and then get the tire disposed of, and we should be good. But anyways, I guess for today that is all. So have a good weekend. Today's Friday, of course. Tomorrow's Farm Sim Saturday. It's all up. I am not telling you a single thing about it, but it is testing things out. That's all I'm telling you. Testing some equipment out. And you'll have to wait till tomorrow to find out. 8 o'clock every morning, every Saturday morning. Farm Sim Saturday, new episode. So this should be enjoyable. It was almost 2 hours of testing and stuff, and it was fun. It was good. Did it actually all this morning. So it's actually rendering probably done now. I started it, well, yeah, it's probably done now or soon, and I'll get that uploaded through the night tonight, and hopefully good to go for tomorrow if everything's all good. The last couple of times I've rendered and uploaded, it's uploaded, and all of a sudden it's like error with converting file, please retry again or something. It's like, really? A file that big, you want me to retry it? So I don't know, hopefully this goes all right. If you don't see Farm Sim Saturday up by tomorrow, that's probably what's happened. So I kind of left her a bit late. I usually got it done by like Thursday, and uploading, you know, done by now, and I just didn't get around to it. I lost track of time or something, I don't know. But anyways, that's it for tonight, for today. Hope you enjoyed her. Got her truck pretty much back, and we should be good to go. So have a good weekend. We'll catch you Monday-ish. I might take the camera up to the races on the weekend. I might not, I don't know. I might just go and enjoy it. But anyways, we'll talk at you next week, and see if we can do some work on this cap, I guess. Try to get it back on, because I really miss having the cap on. It was so nice. But anyways, we'll catch you next week. Have a good night. Thanks for watching. Enjoy Farm Sim Saturday tomorrow. Check out the motorcycle vlogging channel. We'll put it on the bottom, and hopefully I'll get some more videos up for that soon. But anyways, catch you later. Have a good one. Oh yeah, check this out. I forgot to tell you. $1,500 laptop wall when I bought it. This little thing's on. Okay, that's the blue thing. Stuffer in the back here. Oh, smokies. And it shorts this thing right out, so. Oh, that stakes. So something screwed up with this now. Frickin' electronics.